Hey guys, it's Mrs. Mendoza here with math for today. And so our first activity in math is going to be the routine called target numbers. So we're going to be trying to find ways to make the target number of 19. And so I've given you 6 numbers and the choice of a wild number to choose from to make the number 19. And so I've given you 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, and a wild number. And so you can use any of these to make the number 19. So I'm going to give you an example of a way that I see to make 19. And one of the strategies that I'm going to use is to remember my friendly tens. So I think what I'm going to do that I see is I'm going to use 6 and 2, and that makes 8. And then I'm going to use 7 and 3, and that's a friendly 10 right there. And then I'm going to use the number 1 as a wild number. So if I take 8 and 10, I know that 8 and 10 altogether is 18. And then 18 and 1 more is 19, and that's our target number. And so that number 1 was the wild number. And so when you're making the number 19 today, you can only use the wild number one time. So you wouldn't be able to use say the number 1 and the number 8. Again, you can only choose one wild number to make your target number. So I would encourage you guys to try this at home. You can seesaw this to me if you want to. But again, ways to make that target number of 19 would be really good practice for you guys today. And then next, I want to show you a word problem that you have in your packet for math. And you might have already done this one, or maybe you've already attempted the other word problem. The other one I will go over tomorrow, but I'm going to read it out loud to you. So it says, the sea otter found blank sea stars. He ate blank of them. How many sea stars does he have left? So I have to think, okay, there's a sea otter and he found some sea stars, and then he eats some of them. And we know a lot of times when we read our word problems, when someone's eating something, it means that things are going away. And when it asks us how many sea stars does he have left, I hear those words that are making me think that things are going away. And so I'm going to probably do some subtraction and take away the sea stars. Now, if you know how to draw stars, this will be easy for you. If you don't know how to draw stars, that's okay. Again, in a class, when we do quick draws, Mrs. Mendoza always does circles. You have number choices that you can use. And so you've got the number choice of 20 and 10. You've got 28 and 18. Or you've got 100 and then 74. So if you choose 20 and 10, you would be saying the sea otter found 20 sea stars. He ate 10 of them. How many sea stars does he have left? If you choose 28 and 18, it would say the sea otter found 28 sea stars. He ate 18 of them. How many sea stars does he have left? If you choose 100 and then the number 74, you would say the sea otter found 100 sea stars. He ate 74 of them. How many sea stars does he have left? And so one thing that I want to show you in your number choices, and I think just for today, I'm going to use those big numbers. I'm going to choose the numbers 100 and the number 74. So I'm going to say the sea otter found 100 sea stars and he ate 74 of them. How many sea stars does he have left? So I need to start with 100 sea stars. So we know there's lots of ways that you can show 100. You could draw 100 circles if you want to, and you could take away 74 of them. You could do your 10 rods if you want to. You could do 10 frames if you want to. Totally up to you. I'm going to do 10 rods, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to say 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. But then when I make that last 10 for the 100, I'm not going to actually make another 10 rod. I know that when I take away 74, there's 4 ones. I'm going to need some ones to take away. So I'm going to say 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. And so I made that last group of 10 be ones instead of just a 10 rod. And so I feel like if I do that, it's going to be easier to take away the 4 in the number 74. It's really hard to take away 4 from a 10 rod if I don't see the 4, but I can see the 4 that I'm going to take away here. So let's go ahead and take away 74. So I'm going to say take away 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74. And so all of these are the ones that are left. So the sea otter found 100 sea stars. He ate 74 of them, and this is what's left. So how many does he have left? How many sea stars does he have left? He's got left 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So the answer to that is 26. But I need to write a number sentence and label also. So he's got left 26 sea stars. He started with 100 sea stars. He took away 74 of them when he ate them, and now he's got 26 sea stars left. So if you're doing this at home, I would encourage you to choose 28 and 18 or 20 and 10. And so tomorrow when I do this word problem for you, well, it won't be this one, it'll be a different one, but I will use a number choice that's not on this page. But I just wanted to show you that strategy and just remind you that sometimes when you're making 10 rods, you're going to want to have some ones in there because it's going to be easier to take away. So again, if this is something that you do at home and you would like to send that to me on Seesaw, I would love to see it. You can record yourself explaining that answer to me. I think also in math, you would probably have time today to do some of the time to the hour pages. And so all you have to do is look at the clock, and this is just like the clock that's on our whiteboard at school. And so there's the hour hand, the small one, and it's pointing directly to that number, and that the long hand is the minute hand. And so it means when it's at 12, it means o'clock. And so that short hand, that hour hand, is pointing to the 7, so it is 7 o'clock. The short hand is pointing to 2, so it's 2 o'clock. That short hand is pointing to the 5, so it's 5 o'clock. And so if we were at school, I would show you these examples just like I did here, and then I would let you try the rest of those on your own. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Also, I'm going to not finish this for you, but I want for you to finish that on your own at your house. In your math packet, there's also the cover sheet for math, and it has this video right here, and it's a link to a Rock and Learn telling time video. So that would be really cool for you guys to get a chance to watch. And so this is the other time worksheet that you might want to do today. And this has a bunch of clocks on it, and this one is just a matching. And so I think this one will be pretty simple for you guys. So I always like to just kind of see what's going on here. It looks like they've got the times in these rectangles, and so they've got the digital time displayed here for us. And then we have to look at the actual clocks, and we have to match the clock to the digital time. And so this one right here says 2 o'clock. So I have to find the clock that has 2 o'clock, and I'm going to find that clock by looking for the shorthand that's pointing to the number 2. So 2 o'clock. This one wants me to find 10 o'clock. And so I'm going to look over here and find it for the, oh, this one's pointing to 11. It's pretty close. No. Oh, there it is. This one's pointing to 10 o'clock. So again, I'm going to let you guys finish that all on your own because I think that you can. Yeah, so that was it for math for today. If you've gotten a chance to do all of those worksheets, awesome. If you guys have any questions, feel free to message me. You can dojo me, you can send me a video on Seesaw. But yeah, just contact me if you need me.